Melly, and I am back with Pan That palette. So, for the month, for the entire year, I want to pan some palettes and some lipsticks. But for the month alone, I want to pan my MAC Prep and Prime Eye Primer. It's almost finished with, and I think I can have this finished before the end of January of 2016, you guys. So I can't really tell you exactly where everything is, but that's how much the bottle is showing that I have left. So I'm pretty sure I can finish this by January of 2016. I've had this since January of 2015, and I'm almost finished with it, you guys. Okay, next I want to get through the lipsticks. I am going to not really pan these so much as I just want to use them more. And so I figured I'll put them in Pan That palette. That way I will use them more and have them ready. This is Pepper, which is Pepper by Bite. This is Bite lipsticks, and this is what Pepper looks like, you guys. That's the line right there. I want to use this more up in, I want to use this more during the year because I don't use these type of lipsticks that much anymore. I've been wearing my liquid lipsticks a lot more. So I want to try to get more use out of these. And Bite lipsticks are really nice. So I'm going to use Pepper. Try to use it, not use it up, but just try to use it more during the year is basically what I want to do with it. And then the next one is Kava, which is also by Bite Lipstick. And this is actually one of my favorite nude lipsticks. And I'm pretty much on the line there. I've been using this the last few days, but I want to try to use it more. So I've thrown all three of these lipsticks in my purse, in my makeup bag, so I use them more. And this is Marc Jacobs Role Play. I don't know if you can tell, but there's the line for role play. And this is such a nice nude color that I want to use this as well. These are all really very hydrating lipsticks, very nude lipsticks, and very nice for everyday use, even for the office. And so I want to try to use them more and give them more use, and just have them around more, because I feel like I don't use my regular lipsticks, these type of lipsticks anymore, since I've started wearing liquid lipsticks. So I wanted to throw some regular lipsticks in there. This one on top is Pepper by Bite. The second one is Kava by Bite, and then the final one is Role Play by Marc Jacobs. And it kind of looks like Pepper, just a little bit lighter, you guys. And then the next thing I wanted to do is I want to use this palette up. So I'm gonna, hopefully I'll have this palette used by the end of the year. It's Judy Time palette from BH Cosmetics. That's the front of the cover. And then this is the palette inside. I've been using it every day since January. I pulled it out January 1st, and I've been pretty much, not every day, but most of the time I've been using this. They're very neutral colors. They were a little dry when I started using them again, but after a few times of dipping into the pan, they warmed back up to their original state, which is a natural matte, but sort of cream form. They're nice to use. They're nice shadows. For BH Cosmetics, generally the palettes that are collabs are generally their best shadows ever, are the collab palettes. And this is no exception. I really love this palette by Judy. When I first bought it, as you can see, when I first bought it, I used this to hell and back, you guys. Literally, I use this a lot. And then I stopped using it because I found other palettes, but I want to finish this up and I want to get it out of my collection because I do have a backup of this palette. And also because I've had it for so long and I haven't used it that much, and it used to be a fave. It really used to be a fave a lot. So I want to try to use it up this year. So by the end of 2016, I'm hoping to have this palette finished and done. And I'm going to mix it with other palettes. It's not the only palette I'm going to use. I'm going to try to use all of the colors. But I'm not going to use that one specific palette every day. Okay, the next I want to do is the Naked One. Now, I had this palette for quite about a year or two now. And I haven't really shown it enough love. As you can see, all of the shadows look pretty much intact, you guys. there's there's none that's really being used a lot. So I want to use this more and not finish it, but I just want to hit some pans on this palette. Just hit the pan a little bit on some of these eyeshadows. So it's been used and it's had some love. So I've been mixing this with the Judy Time palette. I've also been using it on its own since January 1st. And I really haven't put a dent in it. So I just want to put some dent in the shadows. The same goes for the next palette, which is my Naked 2. I've hardly ever used this palette. I've used it maybe twice since I bought it. And I want to use it up. And I'll show you the shadows, starting from the dark to the lightest in back. As you can see, hardly any of these shadows have any dents in them. I want to hit pan in some of these shadows. That's it. That's all I want to do, is I want to hit some pan. I don't want to finish this palette. I just want to hit pan in some of these shades. So that's going to be my goal for these palettes, is to try to hit pan in some of these shades and to really mix them with the Judy palette and other palettes. So they've been used and they've been loved. I haven't used them enough, and I feel like everybody raves about those palettes, and I'm like over here, what are you talking about, type of thing. Okay, this is a third palette that I want to hit pan on. I don't want to finish it, but I do want to hit pan on some of these shades, and I've kind of done that already with this one, Dust. I'm starting to hit pan with that. I actually hit pan and I smushed it back in because Dust is my favorite color. But the rest of the shades I've hardly touched, as you guys can see. I go more towards the light shades at the base here than I do for these darker shades. And the Naked 3 was my first high-end palette I bought. This is the Naked 3. It was my fave. And the reason I bought it is because, honest to God, Kandee Johnson said it would be great for blue eyes, anybody's eye color, and that's the reason I bought it. I really studied it, watched a lot of reviews, and Kandee Johnson's review was the one that convinced me to buy this. Generally, a lot of people, because it's so pink and rosy tone, they pull it out for Valentine's Day. I want to try to use it and hit some pan on it by the end of the year. So that's my goal for the Naked palettes. It's not to finish them, but to hit pan on some more of the shadows so they're more well loved. My goal for its Judy palette is to finish it, and my goal for the lipsticks is not really to finish them, but to use them more often. So that's why I'm throwing them in my makeup bag. Those are pretty much all my palettes. I do want to finish this one. I'm hoping to finish this by January. So guys, that is pan my palette for today. That is the start. That is my goal. I'm hoping to do these updates at least once a month. And there are a few other YouTubers I will list below. I'm not collabing with them, but they are also doing pan that palette collabs. So I will list them below so you can watch their pan that palettes, which I really love their videos. That's why I got inspired to do this. So I hope you guys like this video. I hope it isn't too long, and I hope you have a great day. Bye!